Hi, this is Jacqueline here with the Grow Program. Thank you for growing with me on today. I'm so excited. I don't know where to begin. I am so excited with God's program. I don't know where to begin because you, and I back together again. Here we grow, growing for God. You, and I back together again. Here we grow, growing for God. I'm telling you, honey, we growing for God. I can't sing, but pass me the side. I can love you. I can put some love on you, honey. I love you. God said, let every voice, let everything that hath breath, everything and use everything and anything to praise God, to give God the glory. So that's what I am doing here, to give God the glory, because God, to God be the glory for the whole growth story. It ain't me, honey, it's God. God is a spirit. God is a Holy Spirit. And think about this. We are Holy Spirits. We are spirits ourselves. When we are born holy. We are born here into this spiritual warfare that we call sin. All around us, we born in it. And so when we born in it, hate is taught. Hate is, you are not born to hate. You are born to love, but hate is taught. See, I got the picture of the baby standing there with the KKK outfit on. He don't know what he wearing. He don't know nothing about hate. He looking up at a beautiful African king, and the African king looking down at him. Just knowing that this is a baby, an innocent baby that somebody is teaching to hate. That's a powerful picture. And I hope and pray that whoever that young man was has changed his ways. He didn't grow in that, because one thing I can tell you, as sure as I'm here talking to you, is God is love. God is love. God is within us. And it is up to us whether we choose to do right or we choose to do wrong. When we grow up, we know love. Love makes a family. Yeah, blood connects you, but on all down the line, we all connected. Because see there, we all come from Africa. All human life came from Africa. We all got different mothers, another mother, but the same Father God. God is our Father. He said, you shall be my children. And that's what we are. You are a child of God. No matter what they labeled you, no matter what they called you, you are a child of God. That's what you are. And honey, I'm going to tell you something. It's been a journey to grow. When I told you back then in the haunted house, when I was on YouTube, and I said, it's been a journey. It has truly, I didn't know then when I said that God was going to send me to Africa and back. I didn't know that God truly has me on a journey, honey. I'm here to lift the oppressed, because I can tell you this world belongs to God. It don't just belong to those who have wealth. The oppressed shall be lifted, and the oppressed shall live in the promised land, here and in the kingdom. God got a kingdom, honey. But I'm going to tell you something. You got to dig down deep. You got to move those grudges, that unforgiving, what she said, what they told you were going to be. You got to move that on out the way and forget that, honey. Remember that you are a child of God. You are a child of God. So grow forth in love each and every day. And when I tell you it's been a journey, it has been a journey. We are spirits here on this earth in physical bodies, as God is a spirit. The Spirit of God guided me all the way down. As my mind stays on Georgia, I was physically growing in Georgia, because I had to go to Georgia to get the Nigerian passport. And that within itself was something else, because I had to deal with some people down there. One particular lady, she was just moved, allowing evil to move her. But the gentleman on the other side, who was trying to work with the people behind her, He was going behind the scenes and helping, but he wasn't trying to let her see too much, because I guess she had rank up some kind of way. But he was really trying to go out of his way to help the people. And I'm still touched by him. And he wanted, it's just customer service, the way that he is. That's how he is, giving of the world in his job, of himself. That's how we need to be all the time, to ourselves and to each other. Lift one another. That's what we're here for. I'm going to Georgia. My mind stay on Georgia. I went to the rental car company, and the price that he told me over the telephone when he saw my face was a different price. I'm pretty sure that's what it was. He said it was something else. He said it was I had to pay a deposit, but he didn't say anything about a deposit over the telephone. So I couldn't go with the rental car company. They flipped on me. And I had been using them for years. But, I don't know what didn't happen. I don't know. I just had to grow. I had to go move for God. I knew that. So I walked around that old beat up white Hyundai car of my son's that he left here with the check engine light on. I touched each one of the tires. I prayed. And me and the kids got on the road. And all down there, we had a beautiful trip. That car saved us so much gas. It had the check engine light on, and I was still worried. But God got us through. Made it down there. And I would tell you, every time I looked out the window at night, going down there, I saw this patch of stars just right over me. They stay no matter where the highway turned or went. I looked up, that patch of stars was still there. Into Georgia and out of Georgia. And as we came out of Georgia, the check engine light went off. And I had to go get a sticker to put on the car so that I could drive it. So when the check engine light went off, I went over there after taking that trip now. I went over there and got the sticker put on it. It passed emissions. I got the sticker put on it. Now, glory be to God. But while we were down there, we weren't really able to do no sightseeing. And then with COVID going on, it had us all worried. And we didn't really want to stay in no hotel. So, honey, we kind of drove overnight, anyway. And by the time we got there, it was really morning, so we just kind of dozed off. We just stayed in the car. Even though we packed for a hotel, we packed for all this and that. We were down there on business. It took up the whole day, ripping and running, back and forth for what that woman wanted me to go back and forth and get. She said I was missing this and I was missing that and didn't have this and didn't have that. But I had it and I showed it to her, but it wasn't good enough. She just had me doing all this ripping and running. And then in the end, she said, well, you ain't got it all anyway. You just come back another day. I can reschedule you. Do you know I got to drive all the way back 800 something miles, then drive all the way back? How I'm going to do that? And honey, I went to praying. And I went and got the last stack of paperwork. I came back. And the young man was there. She had went to lunch. Because she was going to reschedule me anyway. The young man was there. He had told me before I left, behind her back, come back at such. Come back about 1 or 2. Come back later on. And that gave me some more time to go get the paperwork done. And as a matter of fact, I had to go back one more time after that to get it straight for that Nigerian passport, honey. That's why it's important, if you want to go to Nigeria, to make sure you get everything that's on that list correctly. Don't miss nothing, because they don't miss nothing. And so once I got that done, I got the passport. I didn't have to go back down there. Georgia was still on my mind. I was growing there. But we weren't, the running back and forth, we weren't even able to go see nothing. We tried to go see the Tyler Perry Studios, couldn't get in there. So, we had to come on back here. Glory be to God. And on the way here, it was dark. By the time I got everything over there, the paperwork, it was 5 o'clock. And I don't do nighttime driving, honey. I can't do it. I got to be in the house. I have to be, okay, I got to be focused on this highway. We getting on this highway, honey. See, if I can go some miles, then I'm all right. That twisting and turning all through its neighborhoods, I ain't recognize. I don't know at night. No, not me. I ain't the one. It's time to go. We got to get this on. Get it going. So we got back on the highway, and the patch of stars, just every time I look up there, the patch of stars just following us all the way there. And then that check engine light went off. And then, honey, I'm telling you, it was something. Riding down that road, meditating on the Lord. And as I'm riding, meditating on the Lord, all of a sudden I pass through Kentucky and see this great big Confederate flag just waving at me. So it's up there waving at me. I took a picture of it. I'm going to use it for the movement, because the Confederacy was all about enslavement. God is love. You and I back together again. Here we grow in God, from a divided time to a united time. United in God. And ain't that something? I rode in to the Motherland on United Airlines. God bless the world. One nation, one world, one race, the human race. Now I'm going to tell you something. I don't get so caught up on names like the N word. Don't bother me. I've been called worse than that. But it shows a ignorant way of thinking. To think that a name will bother someone. To think that a way of thinking is hate and discriminate. What makes you think you any different? What makes you think you better? What can you do better? Because we are all legends. All legends aren't famous. There are some legends that are even unknown. Nobody knows. They don't know. People don't know. People don't know everybody. Even though they might be all out there. All legends aren't famous. Sow Love, grow legend. Shine your light and light up the world. For the oppressed, what we need to do is to begin to share with one another. We need to begin to care. This is how we lift each other. This is how we rise. This is how we come together. We pledge love to one another, just as we've pledged love to ourselves. Pledge love to one another. See, that's why I have to slow down a little bit, because I can get so excited as I talk, and I get riled up and I get one, and I'm ready to grow. I'm ready to grow for God. So now I just had to just sit down and tone it down, because I notice when I move around a lot, it gets noisy, and don't nobody really want to hear all that scratching and noisy and stuff. So, peace be still. Let us wait on God. Let us slow down a minute. Let us look at the beauty of life. Let us look at that around us that we want to sit and talk about. Sit and laugh at. Sit and step on. Place a stumbling block. All in the way to hold someone else down like a crab in a bucket. Instead of us being like that, let's grab hold of one another. Let's lift one another. Let's rise and come together as a people. Let us be the change. Let us be what Dr. King said we could be, the promised land. And I am especially speaking to you, the motherland. I love you, Ghana, Uganda, Kenya, Nigeria. I could name you all, but all of the motherland. Africa, rise, take a stand. You are greatness. Grab someone's hand. Stand tall. Stand up, warrior. Stand for God, because his eye is on the sparrow. And you want your blessings from God to grow. Water someone else's. God is watering you. Water someone else's. Let the blessings flow down. Let the love flow down. Just as the evil has taken down the name of God. Just as the evil has said, I kill you, my brethren, in the name of God. Because this is mine and the world belongs to me. And I'm supposed to have this, that, and the other. I steal it right from under you. The oppression is right there. You ain't got to be bothering nobody. So why won't you be the change? Why won't you stand up? Why won't you take a stand? Why won't you grab someone's hand? Why won't you say, hello, we ready? We ready to be the change, to change the world. It's time to change hearts and minds to grow. It's time for us to rise and take a stand, because I'm telling you, man and woman, we done with the oppression that's under the sun. We ready because we got the comforter within us. By his spirit that dwells within us. We ain't gonna play the spiritual warfare games. We gonna rise from that. We gonna grow from that. It's time to grab hold of God's unchanging hand. God has never left you. You turned to the spiritual warfare. You turned away from God. You began doing your own thing. What you doing? Doing me. You began to do you instead of allowing God to do you. Turn around from evil. Turn to righteousness. Turn to love. Begin to sow love, to grow love. I told you, help me out. I told you I got a slight stuttering problem, but I'm here to tell you that is not going to defeat me. Ain't nothing going to defeat me. My back ain't going to defeat me. Pain ain't going to defeat me. Nothing's going to defeat me, because I'm a warrior on top for God. And I'm here to tell you, somebody told me to deliver this message. So are you. God's will shall be done on earth as it is in heaven. So it's time for us to rise up, sow love like 7-Eleven. Love is always open. We always got love. We know how to love. Love makes a family. Yeah, you might be connected by blood, but let me tell you this, love makes a family. That's what makes a family. That's what causes you to connect and love. I love you, my best, my BFF, and to that BFF, you don't do something else. You don't get you twisted up some other kind of way, whatever, you got going on. See, that's one thing, I don't need to know what you got going on. I already know, honey. I done been there, done that, been through a whole lot of that. So I'm here to tell you, I can just about tell you whatever you want to tell me. Wait a minute, I tell you about that too. I already know. Look, I'm going to tell you what to do. Sow love for the breakthrough. That's how you get through. Sow love. You don't stop dibbling and dabbling off in the foolishness. I know what he said. I know what you about to do. But I'm here to tell you what God said to do. God said to sow love, to grow love. And love drives out hate. I'm going to tell you, drove that 6-foot demon on away, got him on away, because see, he wasn't about love. He was about doing his own thing, serving evil, chasing women. That's why he told me, go ahead and turn your back on grow. In other words, do like Job's wife said, curse God and die. No, are you crazy? I came in the world with God. I didn't come in the world with you. I came in the world with God. So it is God I serve for the breakthrough till the day I die, and on and on and on. Like Gladys Knight said, on and on. We're going to keep on with the loving, on and on. We got it growing on. Greatness reached over oppression through wisdom. We got it growing on, and we're going to keep it growing on in God. I love you, kings and queens. Be lifted in God. I'm telling you, God brought me from a beautiful trip back home. Here I am, back in the nick of time, because another disaster was about to begin, and God brought me here just in the nick of time to divert it all, and it all wound up beautifully. God is so good. Brought me back in the nick of time. And not only that, but my daughter realized that God is moving here. She spoke to a spirit. Honey, it's a story I got to tell you about that. She spoke to a spirit, the spirit of her grandmother. And she understands now that God is moving. God is, she had chills last night. She just sitting there hugging herself, crying. The spirits are not resting in sleep while the evil is up doing. If you know that the evil can present itself, don't you understand that the good spirits can also present themselves? They are not asleep. The bodies are the dead that know nothing, but the spirits grow on. They know. They're around us. We are spiritual beings in physical bodies. God bless you, kings and queens. Greatness reached over oppression through wisdom all over the world. Here we grow around the world. Here we grow, growing in God, growing in God. God is blessing me. God is blessing me. God is blessing me. God is blessing us as we grow, kings and queens. I'm telling you, don't let nothing defeat you. Don't let nothing stop you. Because see, if you do, then there go you. You held you back. You are a legend. Keep growing, legend. Keep growing. There's only one of you. God bless you. Greatness reached over oppression through wisdom.